The Babylon Bee said, Democrats devastated as Supreme Court bans racism. I speak here, of course, about affirmative action. So let's take a look at what the scene at the Supreme Court actually looked like this past Thursday as we were getting ready to release these major cases out of Harvard University and the University of North Carolina when it comes to affirmative action. And you see there these protesters who are mingling. I mean, the way these things work is when you actually go to the, so there we go. We see these protesters mingling. And, the way it works is when you actually get there in line, anyone who's been to the Supreme Court will tell you don't actually know in advance what cases are going to be released on a given day. If you're expecting or hoping for a certain case, that's really all you can do is you can actually hope for that case. So these guys had no idea what they were about to see. But in Students for Fair Admission versus Harvard College and the University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill, we have once and for all a definitive ruling from the U.S. Supreme Court holding that affirmative action policies in higher education and university admissions violate not just Title VI of the Civil Rights Act, but actually the 14th Amendment of the U.S. Constitution itself. They violate the Equal Protection Clause. This is a ruling that many of us in the conservative legal movement have been pining for years and years and years. Look, speaking personally, I mean, I remember when I started at the University of Chicago Law School a decade ago. I mean, you think about kind of the big cases that motivate right-of-center students. Abortion at that time was one. Well, last term we obviously saw the overturning of Roe versus Wade and Casey versus Planned Parenthood, its 1992 successor. And now we have seen the overturning of affirmative action. So it's just a really remarkable ruling. It overturns over 4 decades of Supreme Court precedent.